Calxiyn here. If you guys enjoyed this video, you guys should subscribe and become patrons over on Patreon if you guys want to directly support the channel. So we are going to be reacting to the Kingdom Hearts 3, I guess it's just sort of an advertisement. Like, it's an advertisement that they're playing in Japan to, like, sort of encourage people to buy the game and all that stuff. So, like, it's not that serious in terms of, like, it's not a final trailer or anything like that. So I don't really have any expectations for what's happening here, but I wanted to watch it and sort of give my thoughts and react to it anyway, because a couple of you guys asked, so I hope that you guys enjoy.
I was 13 years old.
Oh, it's in
English.
English.
Picture of this spiky-haired kid and Donald Goofy, and I thought,
oh,
what's going
this is
on?
so
I don't
cute.
think I can imagine my life without Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts was the first game that I got to pick that
This is
I
such a
wanted.
mood.
Characters connected emotionally. It was different than any other game.
Kingdom Hearts helped me get my mom into liking video games.
I made a lot of friends because of our shared love of Kingdom Hearts.
This is adorable. I wonder
really
when they
important
did
value.
this.
Kingdom Hearts is everything you could want.
Oh, nice. So there is some new footage. Cool. At least it looks new. Oh boy. Oh shoot! Does he turn? Yeah, he got like shadowed in the other trailer. Like Buzz got snorted. Oh my God, there's NPCs. Imagine, guys. Imagine. Wow. Everything looks so good too. Oh. Oh, I wonder what they're saying. They don't have any English captions yet, so. Oh, they're so cute. I love them so much. Tangle's like one of my favorite Disney movies. Nice. I'm gonna have to slow this down and just take a look at it. Oh, the aerial summon. Guys, y'all don't even understand how I feel about that. Oh, it's nice to see a lot of... Yeah. Oh, is that a dry form? Whoa, whoa. Hold the fuck. Oh shoot, I guess that's what's up with the trailer, kind of. The last one. Oh my God, what are they saying? They're gonna make Sora cry and it's going to be awful. Oh my God, there's one. Oh, they made him cry. Like, they made him, like, it's not just, like, cry. They made him literally cry. Like, tears down his face. How could they do that to him? Okay. Hold on. I'm going to check something real quick, and I will be right back. Okay, so it looks like that people have said that the translation here is sort of roughly that Sora is like, how can I keep going if everybody is being ripped away from me? And Riku is sort of telling him to not give up, which is like gonna break all of our hearts, but look at his face. I can't. This game is gonna make me cry. So just to talk about this, I like the thing at the beginning where people are kind of talking about what Kingdom Hearts means to them. I have a video like that I'm working on that I'm trying to get out before Kingdom Hearts 3. It is a lot editing-wise, though, and so I'm doing my best with it because I'm not used to necessarily heavily editing videos, and so, like, heavy editing, like light editing, sure, but this is a lot of heavy editing, a lot of footage, like all of that sort of stuff, and so I'm sort of like, this is gonna be a big challenge, but that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to do sort of like what they're doing here, like talking about how they got into Kingdom Hearts and what Kingdom Hearts sort of means to them, and so I think that that's just a really nice sentiment, and like that fits into that video that I'm doing really well, so it all works. But I do want to slow it down and sort of give a analysis of it, so we are going to slow it to 50 and maybe 25 if we need to, but obviously this is from the Hercules movie, right, when Zeus is... We actually watched this recently because in my Discord server we're doing a Kingdom Hearts movie night where we watch a different movie that the world is based off of, so I watched this recently. This looks a lot better than it did in Hercules, not gonna lie. No tea, no shade. And then you also see... I wish that they had more of the Greek gods around, because in the other... how am I trying to say this? In the other world, in San Francisco. I haven't watched Big Hero 6, so I'm sorry. Like, they had all these NPCs, but like in the movie, there are more than just these two. Or maybe Sora freed the other ones already, and Hercules just, you know, did those last ones. We don't know. I'm not gonna judge. I'm just saying it would have been nice to see all the other gods that were trapped up there, like, be there, but it's fine. I don't remember if this is from Monsters, Inc. or not, like, directly. I don't think that this is something that happens in Monsters Inc. And so, again, we're doing a Kingdom Hearts movie night in my Discord, so our next movie's Toy Story, and then Monsters Inc. is after that, so that'll be a good memory jogger for us. But it seems like what's going on here is, like Buzz got, like, shadowed. I don't want to say he got Norded, but he got shadowed in the other trailer, which is kind of interesting, just because it kind of goes back to, like, the toys are puppets, right? And so, sort of, I think what Vanitas or Young Xehanort was saying, I don't remember who exactly, in one of the other trailers, it was sort of like the curiosity of how the toys are able to sort of have hearts and come to life and all that. I think it was, Vanitas is in Monsters Inc. world. It was Young Xehanort here. So that obviously, like, connects with the Xion, sort of storylines, and Riku Replica, because he's also sort of the same type of puppet. So that's sort of, yeah, that's Young Xehanort right there. I'm all types of confused today. I have to go to school soon, so my brain is just like, boom. This is a pretty cool, I'm guessing it'll be like maybe a mini boss, not exactly like a boss, but look at all these people running away, like having people actually scared, and these people are just going about their like regular ass life. Pirates of the Caribbean world looks really good. I've never watched the movie like that it's based off directly, but this looks so real. Like, look at this. This looks so real. Like, this doesn't even look like a cutscene. This looks like an actual live action shot, at least to me. But just like, I don't know. Like, just look at that. Look at that. Like, that looks real. Like, at least to me. Like, they're getting so good with the graphics. And, like, I know graphics isn't necessarily the reason that most people are gonna play the game, obviously. But it's still nice to see that sort of, like, graphical improvement over time. Even though, like, I think for most of the Kingdom Hearts fans, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I watched the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, but not the other ones. Obviously, we have some Elsa, which I'm very happy about, but this is the first time when we get to see her doing her little, first time in forever reprise thing. But wow, like, it looks like the movie. Like, it's kind of insane how it just looks like the movie. Like, if Soren, Donald, and Goofy weren't in the other shot, they look a bit wonky, just based off of the Big Hero 6 animation, I guess. Like, judging from the movie, this looks a bit wonky, like, it doesn't look exactly like the movie. Again, I haven't seen it, but I've seen, like, trailers for it, and I've seen clips of it, so they look a bit weird, but, like, some of these shots, like, I wouldn't know the difference if Sora wasn't, like, in the back of the ship or whatever, like, I just would not know. Like, it's just so crazy. It's so crazy how good everything looks. But yeah, obviously, this scene is from Frozen, when she, ices Anna, if you want to call it that. But I wonder if they're gonna change it so she's possessed by darkness in this moment, because her eyes are closed. And so that would be kind of a cool, like, twisty twist if, you know, instead of in the movie where she's just overwhelmed, she's also been, something shadowed. I'm using Norded for the Norts, but like when Buzz is possessed by darkness, or if that happens to Elsa, it's like, what are they? They're just like, it's sort of like when Clayton like got like all darknessy, I guess, in Kingdom Hearts 1. It's sort of like, what do you call that? But anyways. Then we have some cute scenes that I think we've seen some of these already, so I won't go over it too much, but I'm so glad, like, for the Remy restaurant and all that stuff. Also the Tangled scenes, they just look great. Rock Titan, which we've seen before, but there was something interesting. Well, this was one, because this is obviously some sort of, I mean, maybe it's not necessarily a mini game, but, you know, anyways. This is pretty cool too. I just like the Toy Story world for that sort of area, like the area that they're in here. Like, I don't know why, I just love this, like, with all of the little, like, blocks and all that stuff. Like, I really like that. This looks like sort of like a UFO, like, space fighter sort of thing. It kind of reminds me of, like, the Keyblade gliders for some reason, at least, like, this part. I don't know. Then you have the Wreck-It Ralph summon, another movie that I need to watch. I was like, I don't know what happened. I am like the biggest Disney fan, I promise, but like somehow we just missed movies because I don't go out to the theater. Also, this is kind of creepy, but I like the yo-yo thing. Also, Stitch as a summon. I don't know if we already knew that, but this is very like cool, like all these floating things in the air, and I think that you also see, hold on, obviously you see the rest of the city, which is like, wow, like it just looks so good. Like it is crazy. And I think these are some nobodies right here. So that's kind of interesting as well. We've seen this before too, but I just love like Flynn and Rapunzel like throwing around her hair and working together. The aerial summon, you guys don't even understand like how much I love this. Or if you watch my other videos, you probably have. Let's go back here because this seems like this is another sort of like, you know how the world sometimes had mini bosses in Kingdom Hearts 2? Like it wasn't necessarily the boss, but it was like really, like I don't know if this is just a regular giant Heartless or this seems maybe like more of a like mini boss type situation. Same with this because like look at the HP on that thing, like that is not like a regular regular boss, but this seems to be in the Pirates world but underwater, and that kind of shows like how expansive the underwater area is going to be at least. I also like that this attack, which is I think one of Sora's like limit thing, like sort of like the other like Keyblade transformations and like the limit things or whatever, like I like that the particles are seeming like to stay in the air even after Sora's like not even there anymore, you know what I mean? Like maybe they fade and all that stuff. The gummy ship stuff looks great, like as somebody who hates the gummy ship menus, like that's just me. But or not the gummy ship menus, I mean also the menus. Designing a ship was always like the hard part for me, but I did not like using the gummy ship in Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 2 I did, but this looks like a big like upgrade like from Kingdom Hearts 2. I also just really like the skating stuff, but we've sort of seen this before. I don't know if now looking at this, I don't think that Marshmallow, who I think is the name of this snowman, is gonna be like a monster. Like it seems like this, they're like, you know what I mean? Because in the movie, Marshmallow seems to like chase them off like the cliff and all that, but here it seems like he's actually like helping and it's part of some sort of like connected attack, sort of like how in Kingdom Hearts 2 your party members, yeah, because he's in the party, and so that's sort of an interesting sort of change that they made, and this looks very creepy, but I can't really tell what it is just by slowing it down. It's a little too contorted. It kind of reminds me more on the nobody side of things though, and you sort of see these claws over here, which makes me think that this like has something to do deeply with Calxiyn. I think Marluxia, I don't think we ever saw Marluxia's nobodies. I think we saw Calxiyn, no, that wouldn't make, I don't know. Because I thought that Marluxia's nobodies, like the reason why they were supposed to be such a big deal, like nobody had really seen them before. I don't think that we've necessarily, like this could be sort of a play, not a play, but a inspired by Calxyn's nobodies. I feel like if ever, the people that died at Calm, I feel like we didn't see the nobodies that connected to them. We saw some of them, but not all of them. But yeah, I'm not, don't quote me on that, I'm not sure, but I remember for sure that we didn't know what Marluxia's like nobody counterpart was compared to like you know, like the samurai nobody I think was like controlled by Roxas, like all of that sort of stuff, but it's been a hot minute, so I would have to look that up just to make sure. But yeah, this is super cool. But the claws and stuff, they remind me of Calxyn's little finger knives. So this seems to be like dark form Sora, which is like, it says rage form, but it's like the dark form like in Kingdom Hearts 2, which I think is pretty interesting that Sora still like obviously has this. And the Keyblade, I don't remember if the Keyblade turned, oh no, you didn't get to use the Keyblade, right? When you were in dark form in Kingdom Hearts 2, you weren't able to use the Keyblade. Like, you just had to, like, he just clawed at everything. So it's interesting now that rage form is sort of like a more, like, I guess a better version of that, where now, like, he still has sort of the movements and the body language of the dark form Sora that, like, happen to you if you use too many, like, drives or whatever, but the Keyblade is actually transformed, so it's not just like, oh, well, if anything, like, if anything hits you now, you'll die and you can't heal and all that stuff, right? Like, you actually get to sort of use your Keyblade and have that be a part of the attack, and so that's really cool. That was my favorite, like, form in Kingdom Hearts 2, so that's pretty exciting for me. Another battle of a lot of Heartless, like, way more than imagine it's, instead of a battle of 1,000 Heartless, they just, like, do 10,000 Heartless, like, that would be sort of crazy. But yeah, this is the scene sort of from the trailer, or at least it's from the same sort of area where they all have to fight the Heartless, and obviously you see who is presumably Riku Replica over here. I think that we're still not sure who Riku Replica is fighting for, but there's something that seems really creepy. Like, this seems like Xehanort just by head shape, but like, look at this, like, that's a little scary, or like a lot scary. I know people say that they're showing too much, and like, for example, like, people may be like, well, like, this would have been nicer if we didn't see it beforehand, but I feel like that there is a lot of surprise, and there are like a lot of secrets to be found in the story, so I'm excited for that. Obviously this is very reminiscent of Kingdom Hearts 2, we've seen that clip already, but this seems like where things start going wrong, because obviously Kairi seems to get like kidnapped, Donald, and like all of that, they all seem to get like swept away to some degree except for Riku, and Riku is the one telling Sora that they can't give up, according to people online who have done the translation. So I think that that's sort of a really interesting point in the story, because we've never really seen, I guess, Sora break like that. Like in Kingdom Hearts 2, he knew Kairi was safe until she wasn't, but anyway, he was like looking for Riku, but Donald and Goofy were always with him, and Mickey was always with it, like all of that stuff. But here, it seems like everyone's just getting bodied, you know what I mean? And we're gonna really see Sora break, I think, and this game is going to make me cry when I play it. But this is sort of the other scene from one of the other trailers where you see Xehanort around all the Keyblades. You didn't see a front profile, like, you didn't see this profile, like an overhead, you saw sort of a front profile, and you could see the Keyblades around him from far away. But I wonder sort of what is being said and like happening and all that, because he just gets like thrown off the side, but you do see him like actually like crying here, which is pretty like, our boy, like that's pretty intense. But yeah, that is basically it. I think that is all that is really here. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I do have to get to school, so I'm not necessarily the most energetic today. I'm just trying to be like, you know, analyze what is there for the analyzing and all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, you guys should subscribe, because I try to put a Kingdom Hearts video out every week. And I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys want to support the channel, you guys should be patrons just like our wonderful patrons whose names will come on the screen now. $10 patrons get videos sometimes 2 weeks in advance, sometimes 3 weeks in advance, basically much earlier than anyone else. They can also request us to do a video for them, so this could be a reaction, a theory, a discussion, anything like that. Our $5 patrons get a week in advance early access, or somewhere within that time frame, so between 2 days early and 7 days early, basically, but usually it's 7 days early, because I'm good with my scheduling. Anyway, our $1 patrons and all of our patrons above the $1 tier get access to our Discord server, so if you guys want to talk with us, talk with other fans of whatever you're watching right now, you guys can, and I hope that we will see you there. Bye.